Welcome to Pelletonix. I'm Bill, and today we're going to find out if the Daisy Powerline 880 is worth the $35 price tag. Today we have the Daisy Powerline 880. I was walking around Walmart the other day and I saw that sucker sitting there and I thought, man, I remember the old Crossman 760 Pump Master I used to have. Shot a lot of squirrels and pigeons and birds with it. I didn't buy it that day though. I left it set, but after I got home I got to thinking about that gun and man, I wonder if they really are as good as I remember or do they suck as bad as I think they do. So I send my wife after the gun. I get it, take it out of the box. First thing I do is mount the, well, if you want to call it a scope, the straw with the lenses and crosshairs. Mounted the scope. First thing I noticed was the barrel and the scope were way out of line. So I had to take the crosshair adjustments off so I could get this rear scope ring off, spin one of the scope rings around and actually get it back lined up with the barrel to where I thought it would shoot right. You know, $35 gun. So what do you expect, you know? At least it come with a scope. But I feel bad for anybody that buys this and tries to use a scope straight away, and if they don't know no better, they're going to, within an hour, they're going to pitch that scope and start shooting with the iron sights. It was crooked, very crooked. Now it's straight. But at least it came with a scope. Even if it was so damn foggy you could barely see through it. 35 bucks. I'm thinking, man, this thing is going to shoot like a turd. What am I going to shoot through it? Well, I went and got some Daisy pointed pellets. And actually went out and shot a group with them. And bam! Yeah, that sucked. Sucked big time. Like a 5-inch group sucked at 25 yards. I thought, well, man, let's try a different pellet. Maybe this thing's pellet fussy. So I go and I get some Crossman Premier Ultra Magnums out of the cabinet and was shocked. This thing put 9 out of 10 inside of an inch at 25 yards. Had one flyer. That could have been me. And I'm sure this group could have been tighter, but it was kind of windy outside. But, you know, again, I wasn't expecting much. Well, it got me to thinking. What if we run a little bit better quality pellet through there? You know how I feel about Gamo, but I tried some Gamo red fires. Not too shabby. They were all about the same elevation, but running kind of back and forth, so I'm figuring that might have been the wind pushing some of them, but still it was 2-inch center to center on the outside, but 7 out of the 10 was inside of an inch. Wow, there's hope for this gun yet. So then, well, maybe it needs to shoot a little bit higher quality pellet. I tried some RWS Superdomes. It actually put 8 of them inside 3/4 of an inch. That's 8. I shot this target 16 times. I had 2 small groups of 3 and then 2 through a hole basically. I couldn't believe it. Pretty impressive. So I thought, well man, a Daisy has got to shoot Daisy pellets. So I went and dug around in the cabinet and I found some of the Daisy wad cutter pellets and tried to give them a try. 6 inside 3/4 of an inch. And I swear I thought I could see them doing that through the scope. But with the scope being as cloudy as it is, hell, who knows. It was a 2-inch overall group, but 6 of those 10 were inside of 3/4 of an inch. With that being said, despite the cheap scope, the lovely plastic with the nice checkering on it, I've got to say that I am surprised and quite happy with this gun. I wish I could have ran these some shots over the chrono to get y'all some speeds on it, but when I put it up last time I left the damn switch on and the battery was dead. But do I recommend it for $35? Hell yeah. I think you can do a little pesting on some small critters out to about 25 yards with the right pellet. And this may be one of those that's worth doing some more pellet testing. There may be one out there that it likes even better. Or I may swap out the scope for a little bit better of a scope if I can find some rings that'll fit on there and actually get it lined up back up with the barrel. Find the pellet that it likes the best and actually zero it in and maybe stretch it out and just see how far we can go with it before the groups fall apart. There are a couple of negatives I'd like to bring up about this gun. It is a son of a you-know-what to get pellets in that thing and to get them to fall right. They didn't open it up any at all. You could tell it was designed primarily to shoot BBs, and we all know BBs suck. The other thing is, during the pellet testing, you will pump a dang blister on your fingers. By the end, I was pumping, having that pinky held out there to keep that sucker from hurting. Those are a couple of negatives that keep in mind before you buy this gun. Remember, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave a thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.